Nerazzurri fans from all over the world, welcome to the Interglobe. Huevos, huevos. This is how the Spanish actually call testicles in slang fashion. And I think that we demonstrated that we don't have just two of them. We have three of them. Three, like the goals we scored. What a match. Can we say that this was one of the best matches of the Champions League ever? Amazing. The sensation before going to Barcelona was similar to the one that we felt before Inter City 2 years ago in the final. Basically, everybody, including bookmakers, were thinking that there was no chance whatsoever for us. 159, I think, was the betting number for the victory of Barcelona. So, we were coming from 3 defeats. Barcelona just won the Copa del Rey. They were enthusiastic. They are one of the youngest teams in Europe. We are one of the oldest. Yet, it's incredible. This is the beauty of football, being a group, being a team can make you overtake obstacles that seem insurmountable. What a match. So, we start and we don't even have the time to sit down on the couches, and we score with Thuram. This is great because it shows the attitude. It shows how the match was prepared. It shows also the type of belief that the players had. Maybe learning from City, where we started a bit hesitant, a bit shy, and only in the end we really realized that, we could have won this game. So this time we didn't get on the pitch already scared or thinking that there would be no chance for us. We went on the pitch knowing that we can make it if we play as a team. And as we mentioned in the pre-match, all players were also thinking that, not all, but many, that this could be their last chance. From Sommer to Darmian, from Acerbi to De Vrij, to Arnautovic, many of these players, including even Taremi, could see this as their last chance to reach a final of the Champions League. So that's why they gave that extra energy that allowed us to really perform so well. We start off and we score with Ticus. What a goal you scored. Incredible. Then, after suffering a little bit, we managed to score a second goal with a fantastic bicycle kick from Dumfries. And then, of course, they come back. I knew that they were going to come back. I knew even when we were up 2-0 that, it was not going to be a piece of cake, and it wasn't. They came back. But we resisted well, and in the second half, we managed to even score, again with Dumfries, and then unluckily, right after that, they scored. So I have to say that a piece of bad luck was the fact that they scored right after our 3-2, because I think it wouldn't have been easy for them to tie the game had we been able to wait for 5-10 minutes without conceding a goal. And then the other piece of bad luck in the second half was Mkhitaryan's goal that was just a tiny bit in offside, and that's such a pity and such a disgrace, because 4-3 in Montjuic would have been a wet dream. But anyway, let's go to the performances of the individual players and let's see how they did yesterday. Sommer, I give him a 6.5 because he made a fantastic save on Yamal when he shot from the side and he managed to touch it and deviate it on the bar. And apart from that, I think he couldn't have done much on the goals. The first goal was impossible. The The second one was also impossible, but the third one was a bit unlucky because the ball bounced on the bar and then on his back. So all in all, I think it's a 6.5, despite suffering 3 goals, but solid performance from Sommer. Coming to the defense, we have Bissek, 6.5, because it was a tremendously difficult game, yet he managed to do very well, apart from the second goal in which he completely lost his man and let him head it and give an assist for an easy tap-in. So in that occasion he didn't do a good job, but in the rest of the game, it's a Champions League semi-final against Barcelona in Barcelona. So considering the situation and the context, I think definitely a 6.5 is the vote that the grade that Bissek deserves. Acerbi 6.5, very difficult game for him because he doesn't have the usual big forward to mark, and in fact in some situations is not as clean and as effective as usual, the second goal for example. But all in all, he's very brave, and again, he's 20 years older than Yamal. 20 years. It's something that psychologically has an effect. If it was me, I would really feel that. And he doesn't care. He's our lion. And even in front of people that are 20 years younger, he just gives it all. And there's something to learn from that. So it's a 6.5 for Acerbi as well. 6+ for Bastoni. Very difficult game. Bastoni is a 6+ because he was in great difficulty in defense because of Yamal, and he didn't build up plays as he does usually, so he was a little bit shyer than in other games. So 6+, it's what I give him as a grade. Then coming to the sides, we have on the left Di Marco. It's a 5+. He didn't play very well. I understand why Inzaghi put him on the starting lineup, because it's a message to the opponents and to his team as well. We're gonna play this match to try and win it. That's why we want to send a message. If Inzaghi thought about Carlos Augusto, then the message would have been, we're going to try and defend, and that's why we need somebody who's better in defending than in attacking. So I understand why Di Marco played, but he was in great trouble with Yamal, and he even missed a goal with his right foot that he should have scored. He didn't have much impact apart from the corner kick that led to one of the goals. So the plus comes from there, 5+, but all in all, he also had very low energy, and after 60 minutes or even less, we had to substitute him, so not his best game. While on the other hand, on the other wing, on the right wing, Dumfries performed the best match since he probably plays football. It's a 9. When you go to Montjuic with Barcelona in a semi-final of the Champions League and you score twice, it's a 9, plus an assist. So what can you say? Maybe even 9.5, because he was incredible. Yes, 9.5, 2 goals and 1 assist, 9.5. Unstoppable. Just, how we missed you, Denzel. A-Train, Denzel Dumfries, respect. So it's a 9.5 for Denzel. Then in midfield we have Chala, 5.5, Mkhitaryan, 5.5. Everyone was going at a different speed compared to him. Chala at the same time was marked man on man, so he didn't have an easy life yesterday, so that's why 5.5 to both. 6 to Barella, because he managed to perform better than his two midfield mates. Nothing special, but it's a 6 for him. And forward we have Lauti, 5. He didn't do much yesterday, unfortunately, not because he's not skillful, but because he's tired. So it's a 5.5. No, but it's a 5 because honestly, he didn't do anything noticeable. He didn't even help the team to keep the ball up once we were up 2-0. He didn't help much on Yamal, so it's a 5. And Thuram, it's a 7 because of his goal, but also because of the trouble he caused to the whole defense of Barcelona by himself, basically. So it's a 7. And then coming to the bench players that came in, we have Darmian, Frattesi and Zelinski, 6, 6 and 6. Nothing special, they didn't play much, but they were solid. Then we have Taremi, 6.5, unexpected, because he had to come on early, so he played the whole second half, and he played it fairly well, I have to say. He helped the team alleviate the burden of the attacks of Barcelona, so it's a 6.5 for him, and I think it's a well-deserved grade. And then we have Carlos Augusto, much better on Yamal than Di Marco, although not as effective forward, but also 6.5, very solid performance. And that's pretty much it. Inzaghi, 9. After 3 defeats, coming to Barcelona and performing the way he did, and instructing, motivating the squad the way he did, it's a 9. That's it for today's video. What an epic game. Thank you, Inter, for what you've done. If you enjoyed the video, please punch the like button and subscribe. That would be amazing. And now head and concentration and focus to Verona, and then we'll have our second leg and we'll have a pre-match about that. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and